They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And for the moment, that's a first down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. Following the penalty, they'll run it. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. A gain there of 11. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Cardinals move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Here's Stroud. Open man downfield is Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but If they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. They motion the slot man left. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. They'll turn and hand this one. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone.
That one taken in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Cardinals extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stroud going to set up to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Ka'imi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And the Texans are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
First down, Texans.
Ka'imi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season, as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll check this down to the running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
McBride is the motion man. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt. To return is Williams. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. And back deep is Marvin Mims. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
He'll get it inside the 20. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Slot man in motion left. Maybe maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Stroud quickly out to Collins. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Strong. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll push forward for about a yard. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now, Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
To throw is Stroud. The ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Now, this looks like a design run. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They send a receiver in motion left. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Up the middle they go. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On target to Laporta. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Stroud to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. They motion the slot man left. And he'll take it on in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And he'll get about 5. the gun. Here's a run at the gut. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They finish off the regular season in grand style.